Hi, my name is Dan Usay. I'm a sports information director and associate athletic director for the Hawken School. Today on Catching Up, episode 3, we are talking to girls soccer head varsity coach Heidi Wilbrandt and senior Gabby Cicerini. How's it going?
Good.
Great. We usually start this with talking about just how your summer's been, how has been the return to play, and how have we kind of worked with the return to play guidelines. So, Gabby, how is it to get back to some sort of normalcy in some practices over the summer?
It's been great. It's felt very promising to be in a group of girls that is really eager to get back to playing, especially so early on in the summer. The enthusiasm has been really high and the work ethic has been really strong so far. So I think it's had a positive impact so far returning to play this summer.
That's good. And Coach, how have you led your team through this kind of phases that we've done at Hawken for our return to play? How's that worked?
Yeah, I think it's gone well. It's been really nice that we have so many girls that are interested and are showing up to play. I think it's been really nice to add kind of the lifting and conditioning component to it so early on in the summer. Normally we wait until a little bit later in the summer. So this has been really nice for us to just get at it, from the beginning, and the enthusiasm has been really nice. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great season.
That's great to hear. Now, Gabby, when Coach was talking about the strength and conditioning, what have you done with our coach, Lou Lewandowski, our head of strength and conditioning? What have you guys worked on in the weight room and on the field to get yourself ready for the fall?
So Coach Lou has put a big emphasis on building endurance and building speed and sort of creating a foundation for you to build the rest of the season. So we've been in the weight room twice a week and on the field typically once or twice a week, doing a lot of sprint circuits, a lot of running circuits, building endurance and speed, and then in the weight room just building overall strength. It's been really great so far.
And Coach, have you seen? I know we've just been back for about a month, but have you seen any improvements in your athletes, kind of in conditioning and or some explosiveness? That they've been seeing through the weight room as well?
Yeah, I think if nothing else, that idea that we do this together and this is just normal, this is part of our program, I think is something that's crucial at this time. And, Coach Lou has been leading in this in terms of making sure that the girls are showing up, making sure that they're putting in that effort and that work, and that becomes kind of normal, right? And that helps us later on in the season. And so it's easy for me then to just focus on our touches on the ball, and I don't have to worry about us conditioning and getting into shape.
Right. Now, with the anticipation of fall just around the corner, and with our plans to open school and to have athletics, what are you looking most forward to this fall season, Gabby?
So look, this season is my last season as a Hawken athlete, which is really hard to believe, but I'm really looking forward to the team camaraderie, especially because we started so early. We've really built this sort of family that we've had in previous years, but it's so much stronger this year because of all of the outside circumstances that we've had to overcome.
Right.
And I think that that's going to translate really well to playing together on the field as well. So I'm really excited to see what our camaraderie does for us on the field this year.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I know any coach can ask for is having a team come together, as a family, or having a common bond more in relationships more than just a soccer team. Coach Heidi, how have you instilled that into your team of that? These relationships really mean something that can also help you down the line.
Yeah, I definitely rely a lot on my captains. I think that leadership and that camaraderie, especially for women's sports, is huge. We train and we work hard for each other. We don't necessarily train and work hard because we want to be, the superstar, and that's women's sports. And if you know that you're kind of out there giving it your all and suffering for the rest of your team, like, you have to count on your teammates to do that for you. So I think I rely a lot on my captains to kind of share that vision and that mission, but definitely we reinforce it every practice. You're out here for each other, not just so you can become the best player out on the field.
Right, and that's a great sentiment, and to have a team kind of believe in that is something that I think any coach would want. and I think that's a positive going forward. And we're really excited to see the girls soccer team and see what they can do this fall. So we've been in quarantine for the last 3 months. You've obviously had some time. So what have you guys been doing, that you might have maybe not had time for? Like, what are some new hobbies or some other things that maybe you found out, like, whoa, I have a passion for this now because of being in quarantine? How about you, Gabby?
So personally, I've been able to spend a lot more time with my family, a lot more time catching up on sleep, these little things that we sometimes take for granted during the school year. And then I've also started teaching myself how to play guitar.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, I wanted something tangible to come out of this. So I started doing that around April. And I'm continuing that on top of the sports. And I started working. So keeping busy any way I can.
That's really great. Important. That's great. That's great to hear. I'm not going to put you on the spot and say play something, but I'm excited to hear how you progress throughout the year, and hopefully you stay with it. And what about you, Coach Heidi?
Yeah, I mean, life outside of quarantine is usually really busy. So I've really taken this time to read more, get outside. We're avid hikers and just outdoors people. So yeah, it's been really nice to use that time just to explore nature a little bit more. But this was a really nice time for me just to slow down and think through and be more intentional about what I'm doing and how I'm spending my time. And that was kind of a gift that I wasn't expecting.
Right. That here is time. Now, yeah. What are you intentionally wanting to do with it, rather than like, oh, I've got all this stuff going on. So yeah, that's a great sentiment. I like that a lot. Well, we wish you guys the very best. We're excited to see you guys practicing outside right now, and we can't wait till the start of the season. So once again, thank you, Coach Heidi. Thank you, Gabby, for being on episode 3 of Catching Up.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.